Let's talk about that bottle of vegetable oil in your kitchen. It might seem like just another pantry staple, but there's a fascinating story behind every drop. That bottle is more than just a cooking ingredient. It's a vessel of energy, history, and science, all packed into a simple container you use every day. Ever wonder where it really comes from? Not just the store, but its true origin? The journey of vegetable oil starts long before it reaches your kitchen shelf, and it's a tale that stretches from the heart of a seed to the sizzling pan on your stove. It's not just squeezed out of plants. Its story starts inside the cells of a plant, as stored energy for the next generation. Deep within each seed, plants stash away oil in microscopic droplets, almost like tiny batteries, waiting to power new life. Plants use sunlight to make sugars, but for their seeds, they pack away energy as oil, a dense, efficient fuel for a new life. This oil is nature's way of ensuring the next generation has a head start, providing the energy a sprouting seedling needs before it can make its own food. For sunflowers, rapeseed, and olives, this energy is stored as fat, neatly packaged in microscopic oil bodies inside seeds or fruit. Our job: extraction. We've learned to tap into this natural reserve, using clever techniques to separate the oil from the rest of the seed. The plant already did the hard work, turning sunlight into fatty acids. Through photosynthesis, plants capture the sun's energy and transform it into chemical energy, storing it in the form of oils that are incredibly rich and calorie-dense. Whether it's an olive, a palm fruit, or a sunflower seed, we're after that stored solar energy. Each type of plant has its own unique oil, with flavors, colors, and uses shaped by the environment and the plant's biology. The oil is locked away in tiny biological bags inside the seed, and the whole process, from farm to factory, is about breaking in and collecting the liquid gold. Modern extraction methods, from cold pressing to solvent extraction, are all about efficiently unlocking this treasure without damaging its quality. We don't make the oil, we liberate it. The oil was always there, waiting to be set free. Our technology just helps us do it faster, cleaner, and on a much larger scale than ever before. The goal is to transform a solid, living part of a plant into a stable, liquid pantry staple. This transformation is a delicate balance of preserving the oil's natural qualities while making it safe and convenient for us to use in our kitchens. Every bottle of oil is a story of plant chemistry and human ingenuity. Scientists and engineers have spent decades perfecting the process, ensuring that what ends up in your bottle is pure, safe, and delicious. Next time you pour some in a pan, remember, you're cooking with sunlight, bottled by a plant and unlocked by us. That golden liquid is the result of a partnership between nature's brilliance and human curiosity. It's not just an ingredient, it's a marvel of biology and engineering. Each drop connects you to fields of sunflowers, groves of olives, and the invisible work of plant cells. That humble bottle is the result of millions of years of evolution and decades of industrial innovation. From ancient stone presses to today's high-tech factories, the quest to capture plant energy has shaped cultures and cuisines around the world. So, what's really inside that bottle? Pure, concentrated plant power. It's energy, history, and science, all swirling together in a golden stream. And it all starts with a seed. The next time you reach for that bottle, remember, you're holding the sun's energy, captured by a plant and brought to your table by centuries of human effort. Once harvested, seeds are quickly transported to the processing facility, where the journey from raw crop to refined oil truly begins. This is where precision and care become essential, setting the stage for everything that follows. But before any oil can be extracted, the seeds need a thorough and meticulous cleanup. This step is crucial, as even the smallest contaminant can affect the quality of the final product. Harvesting brings in not just seeds, but also dirt, stones, leaves, and all sorts of plant debris, none of which you want ending up in your oil. These impurities can clog machines and compromise flavor and purity. To tackle this, seeds are sifted through vibrating screens, destoners, and powerful air jets. Each machine targets a specific impurity, ensuring that only the best seeds move forward in the process. Industrial magnets are also used to pull out any stray bits of metal that might have found their way into the mix during harvesting or transport. The result? Clean, shiny seeds that are free from unwanted materials. The cleaner the seeds, the better the oil, both in taste and in clarity. Next, the seeds are cracked and flaked by heavy rollers and specialized machines. This process flattens them into thin pieces, rupturing more cells and exposing the oil locked inside. It's not just brute force at work here, it's a calculated move to maximize the surface area, making the extraction process far more efficient and effective. Now, with the seeds clean and perfectly flaked, they're primed and ready for the main event, extracting the precious oil. Every step in this preparation is about achieving the highest purity and maximum efficiency, ensuring nothing is left to chance. The better the prep, the smoother the extraction. With everything in place, it's time to move on to the heart of the process. Let's get squeezing. Time for the squeeze. Mechanical pressing, the oldest and most time-honored way to extract oil from seeds. This method has been used for centuries, dating back to ancient civilizations that relied on simple machines and human ingenuity to separate precious oil from tough seeds and nuts. Even today, the basic principle remains unchanged. Apply pressure and let nature do the rest. Imagine a giant screw press. Seeds are loaded in, and as the screw turns, immense pressure is applied. The seeds are crushed and squeezed, forcing oil to seep out through tiny holes in the press. This process is both powerful and mesmerizing as you watch golden oil slowly trickle out, drop by drop. What's left behind is called press cake, a dense, dry mass, still rich in protein and fiber. Far from being waste, this byproduct is often collected and repurposed as nutritious animal feed, supporting sustainable farming practices and reducing waste. Mechanical pressing naturally generates heat due to friction, which helps the oil flow more easily. However, if the temperature climbs too high, it can affect the oil's delicate flavors and nutritional value, making careful temperature control essential for quality. That's where cold-pressed oils come in. Here, extra care is taken to keep temperatures low throughout the process, preserving the oil's natural flavors, aromas, and nutrients. Cold-pressed oils are prized for their purity and health benefits, making them a favorite among chefs and health enthusiasts alike. In large-scale industrial operations, a bit more heat is often tolerated to maximize oil yield. This means more oil is extracted from each batch, even if a small amount remains trapped in the press cake. It's a balance between efficiency and quality, tailored to the needs of the producer. Nothing goes to waste. While we enjoy the fresh oil, the leftover press cake finds new life as valuable livestock feed, closing the loop in a sustainable cycle. It's a simple, efficient process rooted in the laws of physics, yet refined over generations. The combination of mechanical force and careful technique transforms humble seeds into a golden, versatile ingredient. The result? Fresh, raw oil, vivid in color and rich in flavor, ready for the next stage of its journey, whether that's refining, bottling, or heading straight to your kitchen. But even after all this, there's still more oil locked inside the press cake, waiting to be released by other methods. The art of extraction continues. Mechanical pressing leaves oil behind, so big producers turn to solvent extraction for maximum yield. The press cake is soaked in hexane, a solvent that dissolves fats efficiently. Hexane pulls out nearly all the remaining oil, creating a mixture called micella. The oil-hexane mix is heated. Hexane evaporates at a low temperature and is recovered for reuse. The oil is left behind, now almost completely extracted. The de-oiled meal is steamed to remove any trace solvent, making it safe for animal feed. This method recovers over 99% of the oil, why it's standard for commodity oils. The process is tightly controlled for safety and purity. What you get is crude oil, ready for refining. Efficiency meets chemistry in the modern oil mill. Crude oil isn't ready for your kitchen. It's dark, cloudy, and full of impurities. Refining transforms it into the clear, stable oil you know. First, degumming, water or acid clumps up gums, which are spun out in a centrifuge. Next, neutralization. Caustic soda reacts with free fatty acids, forming soap that's removed. Then bleaching oil passes through absorbent clay to trap pigments and leftover impurities. Each step removes what you don't want, off flavors, instability, and color. The result is a lighter, more stable oil with a high smoke point. Refining is about consistency and safety. Only after this journey does oil become the versatile staple in your pantry. From crude to clean, it's a transformation in chemistry. But there's one last step to perfection. Even after refining, oil can still carry strong aromas and flavors from the original plant. For most uses, we want neutrality. No sunflower aftertaste in your cake. Enter deodorization. Oil is heated under vacuum, and steam strips away volatile compounds. This removes odors, flavors, and any lingering free fatty acids. The result? A bland, stable oil with a high smoke point, perfect for frying, baking, and more. Its neutrality is engineered, not accidental. The process ensures every bottle is consistent and reliable. It's the final polish that makes vegetable oil a true kitchen workhorse. From field to bottle, neutrality is the finishing touch. Not all oils are refined to neutrality. Some are celebrated for their natural character. Cold-pressed and extra virgin oils skip the heavy processing, using only gentle mechanical pressing and simple filtration. These oils retain the flavors and aromas of their source. Think peppery olive oil or nutty sunflower oil. They're perfect for drizzling, dipping, or finishing dishes where flavor matters. But they're pricier, spoil faster, and can't handle high heat like refined oils. Refined oils are the silent workhorses, neutral, stable, and ideal for frying or baking. Each type has its place. Use cold-pressed for taste, refined for function. It's not about better or worse, but about the right tool for the job. Choose your oil based on what you're cooking. The diversity on the shelf is by design. Every bottle of oil has an environmental story, from seed to shelf. Palm oil's link to deforestation is well known, but all oil crops require land and resources. Shifting demand can move, not solve, environmental problems. Certification schemes like RSPO aim to make palm oil more sustainable, and similar efforts exist for other crops. Farmers are adopting practices to reduce water, fertilizer, and soil loss. Circular economy principles mean using every part of the plant, minimizing waste. As consumers, choosing brands committed to sustainability can drive change. The oil industry is evolving, balancing demand with environmental responsibility. Your choices matter in shaping a greener future. Used cooking oil doesn't have to be waste, it's a resource for biodiesel. After frying, oil is collected, filtered, and chemically transformed through transesterification. The result, biodiesel for vehicles and glycerin for products like soap and cosmetics. Biodiesel from used oil avoids new land use and burns cleaner than fossil diesel. This is circular economy in action, turning kitchen waste into renewable energy. Every collection drum outside a restaurant is the start of this transformation. It's modern alchemy, from plant to plate to fuel tank. Vegetable oil's journey doesn't end in the kitchen. It's a story of resourcefulness and reinvention. That humble bottle is part of a much bigger cycle than you might think.